If you've visited the County Administration Building lately, you may have noticed the artwork on the second floor and wondered where it came from. For the last year, students from Alachua County schools have been participating in art exhibits around the county, giving the public an opportunity to see and be inspired by art created locally by students from kindergarten through 12th grade. For some of those students, this art provides a special way for them to communicate.
Sydney Linear Schools serve students with severe developmental or multiple disabilities ages 3 to 22. Art class gives students a creative outlet.
If they can express themselves, then if they can't talk, at least, they'll have that to show whether they're happy or something's disturbing them. And I'm very happy to hear that there's programs going on.
Loretta Bonsteel is a teacher aide at Sydney Linear. Her daughter Aurora has autism and attends Sydney Linear. Her artwork was chosen to be displayed at the Thomas Center last year.
Well, she doesn't talk, but she smiled, and we made a big deal of it. We went out to dinner and celebrated, and then we went to the reception, and she was given a certificate.
The students at Sydney Linear have a variety of disabilities, and the art program lets everybody participate at their own level.
The students have mental disabilities at Sydney Linear School, and some also have varying physical disabilities. Some are hearing impaired, some are vision impaired. And the students generally, some have sort of lower functional skills, and some are nonverbal. And so with students who have a little bit of trouble with hand-eye coordination, I try to have more large movement type of art activities where things are bigger.
This 12th grade class is among the students that participated in the Asian-inspired artwork last year.
The whole school made the self-portraits, and we had them hanging in the cafeteria for open house last year. And some of the students were chosen for the exhibit. And some of the students whose work was chosen for the exhibit were from the group who are more developmental, who need hands-on activities. And so when they made them, they were really more their process was in actually creating the paintings for the kimonos. And then we helped them glue them together. Some of the other students were able to do the whole process themselves. They painted the paper and they glued them, and then they added more details. And so everybody, a lot of times I'll do a project where the whole school participates and everyone does it at their own abilities and their own speed.
Even though not every child's artwork is chosen for exhibits around the county, just participating is a very special experience.
I think it's very important. The students get stimulated by the textures and the colors and the change, and coming in the art room, being able to move around, and really there's no boundaries about what they do usually. So in a project they are limited by what the materials are, but then they can create them into whatever they want. So I think it's a very freeing atmosphere for the students.
I think it's really special for students. It is a real it's a special opportunity when your artwork is displayed with a broader audience. It's one thing to have your artwork displayed at school, which is still very special. And it's wonderful when you take your artwork home and your mom and dad or grandmother and grandfather cheer your good expression on. But when you are in a public place and you have your art on display for the public to look at, that is something very special, and I know our children are very excited to be able to do that.
Art class is a time for some students to be free and use their own imagination to work on something they feel good about.
I like painting, I like drawing everything. I'm a good drawer.
Sydney Linear is just one of many Alachua County schools that have art programs and participate in exhibits throughout the county.
We have one of the finest fine arts program in the state of Florida, I believe. We have art programs offered all the way from elementary all the way to high school. We have some of the finest art teachers in the state of Florida, as evidenced by the fabulous artwork that you see behind me. It's really a wonderful opportunity for our art program, for our outstanding teachers, and for our students to exhibit artwork, because I think there's nothing more inspirational and more exciting to look at than artwork done by children. And so we have an opportunity to display our art at the County Administration Building, and so that everyone who comes can enjoy the beauty of the work that our students do and the hard work of our teachers.
Whether their art is displayed in a public place, at school, or at home, it means a lot to the students to have someone else appreciate their artwork.
I want them to think it's cool and it's great.
For County Update, I'm Shelley Samick.